Welcome. You are now listening to On One Radio, the talk show podcast station. And we're bringing you the realest entertainment information and news. Thank you for tuning in. For those who don't know about me, welcome. I am Sister Such and Such. I'm an open-minded and raw person who says exactly what's on my mind, meanwhile telling the truth about it all. I don't sugarcoat nothing I say. So take it with a grain of love and call it a damn day. This is Sister Talk, and I'm your host, Sister Such and Such. Now, all information and resources are based on the opinions of the host, unless otherwise noted. All information is intended to motivate, encourage, and inspire positive change and a healthier lifestyle. Now, this podcast contains some quotations, images, and excerpts from copyrighted material. These uses fall well within the copyright doctrine of fair use. Fair use refers to the term to reproduce, use, and share. Now, tonight's topic, it's what's in the news, basically. We're going to be talking about tonight the Princess Cruise and their response to a celebrity's lawyer's firm statement, as well as we'll be talking about what's going on in Baltimore and what is ranked number one for. All right. Now, this is On One Radio, and I'm so thankful that you are here. Thank you for all the new listeners and all of the On Ones, Day Ones. It is Friday. It's Friday, y'all. So we at the end of the week. We done made it once again. And y'all make sure y'all enjoy y'all weekend too. All right. Now let's dive on into this. Now, Princess Cruises responds after Marriage Story actress speaks out. Sues alleging bed bugs. Well, we know them damn things is everywhere, ain't they? Now, an actress who had a role in Marriage Story and her husband are suing Princess Cruises, alleging their room on the Emerald Princess ship was infested with bed bugs and left them with bites all over their bodies. The cruise line has responded with a statement addressing the couple's concerns. Connie and Alvin Flores alleged in a lawsuit filed back in November 2019 that their stateroom aboard the cruise they took a year earlier was infested with hundreds of bed bugs. The pair cruised from November 28, 2018 through December 4th, 2018 out of Los Angeles. Connie Flores played an Oregon woman in Marriage Story and is now speaking publicly about the suit. She states, "My husband and I thought we were going on our dream vacation for our wedding anniversary. Never did we imagine that we would be trapped on a ship with a room infested with bed bugs," is what she told U.S. Today in a statement. "This was a horrific experience, and no one should ever go through such pain and trauma. This ordeal has prompted us to be advocates and bring awareness to people who have been exposed to bed bugs." Now, the couple is seeking $75,000 in damages. The exposure to Connie and her husband is another indication of the bed bug epidemic, not only in the United States, but also worldwide. Now, that's what Brian Vareg, Flores' attorney, told USA Today in a statement. The lawsuit alleges the cruise line was negligent, wanton, reckless, and failed to deal with pest control aboard the ship. It also states the bug bites aggravated a pre-existing physical condition. The bed bugs latched onto the couple while they slept and sucked their blood until they were gorged, the lawsuit filed in U.S. District Court in California reads. The couple suffered from numerous bites and skin rashes, which caused pain, discomfort, annoyance, sleeplessness, inconvenience, humiliation, anxiety, and emotional distress. The couple alleges employees and medical staff both refused and delayed their requests for care and a new room. In response, Princess Cruises emphasized stateroom attendants are trained to spot bed bugs. Now, they also say, we were sorry to hear about Miss Flores. Concerned spokeswoman for Princess Cruises, Najin Kamali, told USA Today, Princess Cruises is committed to following and often exceeding stringent sanitation and health guidelines. Given that this is an open lawsuit, we are limited in what information we can share right now. However, it is worth noting our room attendants are highly trained to identify bed bugs, and all staterooms are thoroughly inspected each month as a preventive measure. I don't know if just every month is it's good enough when it comes to that, but this is what the hell they said. By virtue of how the cruise vacation experience is designed, our staterooms received considerably more cleaning attention by our room attendants than a hotel room on land. Twice a day, including evening turn-down service along with the thorough cleaning, including changing linen at the end of each cruise. The statement continued. It would be highly unusual for the presence of bed bugs to go unnoticed for more than the length of one cruise. Now, what do y'all think y'all would do in this situation right here? Because I don't know. I don't go on cruises. I mean, it's a okay idea. I just don't go because that's too much damn water for me. But if you're the type of person who likes to go on cruises, share some of your experiences. Have you ran into any bed bugs? And if you did, on a cruise ship, what happened? I'd really like to know that. So if you have any information, definitely let me know. Now, some people might be asking, what are bed bugs and what should you do if you find them? Well, bed bugs are tiny insects approximately the size of an apple seed. Adult bed bugs are oval, reddish brown, and flat. Younger ones can be difficult to see because they're so small. And there's a reason they're called bed bugs. They like to lurk during the daytime where people sleep and feed on them at night. Bed bugs feed on both humans and animal blood. The insects can be found in a host of places from mattresses to bedding to cracks in furniture to under carpeting and more. Bed bugs can be found worldwide, per the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and are not a reflection of the cleanliness of any accommodation. So yes, even a 5-star hotel can have bed bugs. They don't spread disease, nor are they seen as dangerous, but allergic reactions to bites could require a doctor visit. The bites look like mosquito or flea bites, with a swollen red spot that could itch or hurt. They could present randomly as well as in a straight line. Some people might not have any adverse reaction to the bites, but others could see swelling. Makes looking for them a priority. The University of Minnesota recommends looking at the edging and seams of mattresses and box springs, as well as beds, headboards. You should also check out the furniture near the bed, cracks, and nightstands, as well as behind picture frames where bed bugs can hide. If you notified staff and they are indeed bed bugs, make sure you ask to be moved to a different room and not one next to the one where you stayed. Now, I know you're probably asking, well, what's the difference if it's that room or the one next to it? Because they travel. I mean, that's how they move around. They travel. So, I mean, even if you went, 2-3 rooms over, you're not guaranteed to be without them. And then that's something that just, it's not an enjoyable experience, You don't want to get bit up. You got enough shit biting on you already when you're dealing with nature, but this here. But this is not something that's just, based on cleanliness. I do agree with that part because anywhere can have bed bugs. They latch on and they travel. So if you if you've come encounter with them, just be careful. And, if you have an allergic reaction, say something about it. Now, as far as this lawsuit goes, I don't know how the hell that's going to turn out, because that's a tough one. I don't see how they're going to work that one. But who knows what's going to happen with this case. But if this case does go through and they are awarded damages for it, that's going to open up a whole shitload of worms for other businesses and places where bed bugs might be found. So you just got to be careful wherever you go, because you're liable to pick up some of anything, even on a ship. And hell, let's just be honest, on a ship, that's an enclosed area. It's enclosed, and I wouldn't be surprised if all the rooms had them. And I don't see what's the difference in cleaning particular rooms over other rooms. All the rooms should be cleaned properly and on the regular. So I don't necessarily agree with some of these methods here, because they making it sound like they don't clean all the rooms properly, just some more than others. And I have a problem with that. I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but I got a problem with that, because bed bugs ain't no joke. It really is an epidemic, and them damn things is everywhere. So y'all be careful with that, especially when you're traveling, all right? Because they can aggravate a pre-existing, disorder. And something that you don't even know you had going on until something else aggravates it. So just be careful, be well. And if you can, take cleaning stuff with you. I know these companies say they clean properly, but even if I go somewhere and stay at a hotel, I'm going to clean. I'm going to have to clean it, I'm going to have to spray it, I'm going to have to disinfect it. I'm not saying that I'm a germaphobe, but hell, I don't know who was in there before me. I don't know if the cleaning lady or gentleman had an attitude that day and just said fuck it and just made up the bed and wiped her in there and was done. Because she was having a bad day or he was having a bad day. You never know how it go, and you can't never say people don't cut corners on their jobs neither. So you just gotta be careful and just be aware. Yeah. Alright, now moving on. Let's talk about Baltimore here now. Now, this has been kind of a well-known fact of some things going on up in Baltimore. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. If you have not heard or didn't know, well, now you know. Baltimore ranks number one now, for the highest STD rate, study says. Baltimore has the highest sexually transmitted disease rate, according to a study based on data from the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Now, the CDC report, which collected data from 2018, was just released. According to Antibody, Baltimore has 2,004 STD cases for every 100,000 people. There were reported 207 HIV cases, 7,636 cases of chlamydia, 4,231 cases of gonorrhea, and 210 cases of syphilis. Rounding out the top 5 cities are Jackson, Mississippi, Philadelphia, PA, San Francisco, California, and Montgomery, Alabama. Statewide, Maryland ranks 12 for cases of chlamydia, number 24 for cases of gonorrhea, and number 12 for primary and secondary syphilis, and ranks number 9 for congenital syphilis. Nationwide numbers show STD cases have reached an all-time high, with more than 1,300 cases of syphilis among newborns. That's a 185% rate increase since 2014. Now, this is getting pretty serious now, and folks really need to wake up and start, just being realistic about what's going on and be careful about their bodies. Now, chlamydia cases have increased by 19% since 2014. Gonorrhea cases have increased by 63%, and primary and secondary syphilis cases increased by 71%. That says a lot, people. We got to start wrapping it up, or hell, stop fucking or something. Like, is it really worth that? Now, those numbers are really high, and that demonstrates the lack of control. It's a lack of self-control, self-preservation. And just flat out, you don't give a damn about yourself if you're taking them type of risk. And we need everybody to be giving a damn about themselves. Because if you don't give a damn about yourself, you're not going to give a damn about nobody else. And that's how this shit keep getting passed around. Now, if you throw in morals in there, then folks will stop just doing Sally, Sue, Jane, Bob, and Eric, and whoever else. I mean, that's where the term community pussy or community dick come from. It's when everybody is sleeping with everybody, and then you have a cesspool of cases of this magnitude. Not to mention, folks are not being honest. They're not being honest with themselves or anybody else for that matter. And then the fact that the babies, newborn babies, hadn't even started their life yet, are doomed to be born with these issues. Now, that's not fair nor right by any standards. But kids tend to suffer behind the choices of the parents on that part. Because they're not making you have sex unprotected with other people. And then, saying, hey, you sleep with this person and you're going to get pregnant with me. Here we go. This is how we're going to do it. No. This is about personal choice. And the number one personal choice should be safety. Safety is more important than 2 minutes in a sack. Or somebody who you're not even going to probably claim in 2 days from jumping in the sack with them. So you really just got to be careful and just actually realize and think about what is your life really worth? Do you want a long and healthy one? Or just does nobody care and everybody's just going to keep sharing? But it does say a lot. It really does say a lot, and it's sad. It's sad. I'm going to let y'all listen to this.
All-time high, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Among them is syphilis, a bacterial infection usually spread by sexual contact. It can live inside you for decades, progressing through multiple stages of infection. The disease starts as a painless sore. Then, the sores increase and skin rashes, swollen lymph nodes, and fever develop. At this point, a sore or break in the skin may allow HIV to enter the body more easily. Next is the latent stage, where the symptoms seem to disappear. If treatment isn't received 10 to 30 years after the initial infection, it can progress to tertiary syphilis, which can affect the heart, blood vessels, brain, and nervous system. Syphilis can also be passed from mother to child, even if the infection began up to 4 years before pregnancy. Syphilis has actually been around for centuries and was widely feared. But by the 1940s, penicillin was found to have a near-perfect cure rate for the disease.
This is penicillin, a powerful destroyer of deadly bacteria that is produced from an ordinary mold.
And by 2000, U.S. rates were so low that the federal government launched a plan to eliminate the disease entirely. Today, that goal is a distant memory. And syphilis is not the only STD on the rise. Cases of chlamydia and antibiotic-resistant gonorrhea have also increased, contributing to the record high. Cuts to STD programs, decreased condom use among some groups, and various factors tied to decreased access to STD prevention and care have contributed to the rise.
Now that says a whole lot. Nobody deserves all that. Nobody should have to go through none of that. So we really got to just begin to really take care of ourselves, because this is not a good thing. This is not a good look. And if we want to have a healthier, more positive future, you got to care about yourself, and you got to care about other people too. And that's all I'm saying. I ain't gonna keep y'all long. I just want to talk to y'all for a little while, and I really do just have to get it out there for you. Mm-hmm. Get out there. Because hell, if I don't say it, who gonna say it? Stop sticking your dick in the sewer. Stop letting the sewer get up in you in your pus. I'm just gonna say it like that. Make that shit mean more. If you can get with one person, get with one person, and let's leave it like that. All right? Let's love yourself and everyone around you, even if you don't like them. Love them enough to not bother them. You have been listening to On One Radio, the talk show podcast station. And this has been Sister Talk, and I have been your host, Sister Such and Such. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my talk show podcast. Remember, if it looks like a duck, walks like a duck, talks like a duck, then it's a fucking duck. So call it what it is. Mm-hmm. So until next time, y'all be good. It's the weekend. Stay out of jail. Court ain't open till Monday. And for more, podcasts are available 24/7 for download on most podcast apps and sites. For other content, you can go over to YouTube. The name over there is Tony on One. And y'all take care.